Hello YouTube and welcome to a brand new tutorial. Today, I'd like to give you a guide on how to make a good, basic Discord server. So, let's get started. Once you're here in Discord, you need to go up and hit the Add a Server button. It should be under your whole server list. Once you click this, you want to create your own and put in your name. For the purposes of this video, I'll be naming it Test Server. Okay, so once you have your test server, you're going to want to spice this up a bit. So let's start off with your general chat here. Let's go ahead and get rid of the current name and hold Windows and period in order to bring up this menu right here. Once you've done that, you can look up whatever emoji you want. In this case, I'll be using a speech bubble. Now, you can put dash and put in general. Now if you save your changes, that will be your text channel for general. Now, let's create a new one by going on up here and hitting create channel. And you're going to want to make another text channel. Just do the same, Windows period or command period if you're on Mac. And now this channel can be a quick memes channel. So let's get that. Let's put dash and memes. Now you're just going to want to do that for all the text channels you want. So alright, so now that you have all your text channels in, let's head on over to voice channels. This is pretty much the same, except you actually are allowed to add spaces in between. I generally try to avoid this more or less though. But anyway, gaming chats. Now, some people will make a separate chat for each individual game. You probably don't want to do this. It's just kind of messy. Instead, you're going to want to make a general gaming chat, which everyone can use for any game. So let's just go ahead and call that the Gamer Cave. And we shall make a few. So what you're going to want to do is right-click right here on Gamer Cave, clone channel, and then replace the 1 with a 2. And let's do that a third time. And that gives us 3 Gamer Caves. After that, we can go ahead and create one last voice channel, get a music note, indeed, and we shall name this music. Now this will be used later, in a later stage. Now, we have our text channels and our voice channels looking nice. But you want to create a new category this time, just right clicking over there, and create the welcome category, just like so. You're going to want to click and drag that all the way up here, and go ahead and create a text channel. Now this right here should have a type of page or something, and this will be your rules. Don't know why I decided to do this one first, but whatever. Now you're going to have your welcome chat, which will be a little hand, and you make that welcome. And finally, you're going to want to maybe do like an announcements over here, so I will go ahead and get that. Alright, so that is all of your channels and all that set up. Channels and categories are done. All of these allow for you to do whatever you need to do in these. Now, some of these you're going to want people not to edit, such as the rules channel. This, you want only yourself to edit. For that, you're going to want to hit the edit channel, go to permissions, and go ahead and make sure that everyone can't send messages here. Send TTS messages, manage message, well, that's off by default. So yeah, that right there that's all you need to do for this. Just make sure that they can't send messages. So go ahead and save and exit. And let's go ahead and do the same for the moderator chat. Except for this one, well, actually, first, let's go ahead and make some rules, because these will be most helpful in doing this. So, you got your new role. Now what you're going to want to do is give this role a name. In this case, let's make Cool a role. So you have Cool. Let's make a general member role, because that can always be a fun thing to do. Again, this will come into play in a later step. Let's make another new role, and this role will be moderator. And some people like to give themselves a role as the owner as well. So let's go ahead and do that as well. So you can also add emojis in. So if you want to really assert your dominance as the owner, there you go. You are a very dominant owner of the server. Now you give yourself a nice special color and everything, and that will be your roles. Now, let me go ahead and just show you. Moderator, done. Member, done. Cool. Owner. So I'll go ahead and keep the owner role on me. And you'll notice none of those showed up. That's because you're going to want to display roles separately from other members. So let's go ahead and do that. Also, your moderators, or any really high type deal, you're going to want to go ahead and just mark all of these. Let them do what they want, because they are moderators. Alright, so once you've done all that, you want to make sure that you save everything you did. You don't need to do anything for the owner role, because you as the owner can do anything already. Anyway, we got all of our things set up. So, we're going to pop on out of there and quickly make sure that the moderator chat here, permissions, and we're going to want everyone to not be able to do things here. So let's just turn these off. They can't do that. Now, moderator chat. These guys can't. They can go ahead and do whatever they want here. Alright, so now that moderators are allowed to use the moderator chat, that means that if you aren't a moderator or the owner, you cannot use the moderator chat. Real quick, I actually forgot to turn that on for that role. So let's just make sure. Yeah. There we go. So as you can see, my owner role is looking nice and spicy. Anyway, if you have any other things you want to lock, make sure you go ahead and do that. It's the same exact method, you just choose the role that you want to be allowed to do things. Alright, so now, let's just add one final touch up before we move on to the next phase, and that is, if you go to server settings and go right here, you can change your icon. I've prepared one in advance right here, so let me just pop that on in, and as you can see, my server looks far more professional than it did, now that it has its own little picture, which I have made using Illustrator and Discord's colors. Alright, so now we will briefly touch up on bots. So these are the 3 bots that I personally use and I like the most, though you can go ahead and do your research and find bots that you like as well. So, this right here is MemerBot. This will allow you to do a whole ton of stuff actually. So let's go ahead and add him, and we're going to add it to the test server. He can do all of that because he is a bot. Now, let's move on to RhythmBot. Add to Discord. It's the same exact process. You're just going to want to put in test server, authorize, and I'm not a robot. Let's go to our final one, Me6. Now this one is the one I would most recommend. This does a whole lot and is the crux of a lot of what I like to do on Discord for Discord servers. So let's go ahead and authorize that, and unlike the others, we aren't going to actually be leaving this too quickly. Instead, what we will do is go ahead and give a welcome message. So let's go ahead and send a message, and this is not too bad. You can edit this to be whatever you want. Oh yeah, and if you put this in curly brackets, that just means that it will put the name of the server and the name of the user joining. Alright, and for our channel, we've actually created a welcome channel. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and save like so, and we will give a role to a new user. This role will be the member role. Nice, huh? So that means all people who join will get the member role, and then you can give them whatever roles you feel are appropriate afterwards. Anyway, now that we have that, let's go on back to the homepage here. Alright, so the next thing that you might want to do is set up some custom commands. So, personally, I would do help. Help will allow you to go ahead and give your users all the commands they'll use. And I will actually quickly mention Rhythmbot's commands. So, Rhythmbot allows you to do... So you do !P, and then the name of your song. So, I'm going to go ahead and put that in brackets. And then you can use, like, Dankmemer to get a whole ton of stuff. I would recommend going through the website, though the most basic one's Plismeme. You get a meme. Anyway, I'm actually not going to add that. Instead, I am going to go on back to Discord here. So, our welcome chat. Let's go ahead and delete the rhythm join, and let's delete the Dankmemers join. And, as you can see, these have actually ended up in our general chat, which we don't want. We actually want the things to be said in our welcome. So we're going to want to go on up back to the server settings, go over to, I believe, this page right here, yeah, and system messages. So these will go into welcome, and save changes. In fact, while we're at it, let's go ahead and turn off the send messages in welcome chat as well. Shouldn't be necessary. Now, we have a bunch of loose bots sitting around, so real quick, I would like to create our last role, which will be going above all these, and will be our bot role. Let's go ahead and give that a little yellow to make it stand out, and we shall display this separately from members. Now, this will allow us to go in and make sure that all of these guys classify as bots. And I guess just for the sake of showing you, real quick, this is what a member looks like, someone who joins now that everything's set up. They can be cool, or they can be a mod. Anything that you want to give them. But these guys, these are bots. Anyway, that right there is your Discord server. If you want, you can come in here and tell this to play whatever song you like. You can go ahead and ask for a meme. Oops, misspelled it. Anyway, you might want to do that here anyway. Actually, you don't want to use an exclamation here. So, Plismeme, and he gives you a meme. Also, Anyway, that's your Discord server. This is a well set up, customized Discord server. You might also want to go ahead and put rules over here. Just make it like boldface or something. Just rules and like, whoops, Anyway, just do whatever you like there. Do any rules you want to have on your server. But that's all that I have for you today. If you've enjoyed this, consider leaving a like or maybe even subscribe. Anyway, I guess I'll be seeing you dudes in the next one. Peace.